For the last 2 years, I have been living in Russia, and during this time, I have gotten the opportunity to be with girls from different backgrounds, and this has been a very eye-opening experience. I want to make this video in a fun, interactive way, but if you have a voice like mine and you have this serious face like this, it is so much hard to not sound serious. Out of everybody I've been with, Russian girls have been the most outstanding. That perspective when it comes to relationships is different and amazing. Here's a list of 5 things about Russian girls that just make them the most ideal partner and in turn make you a great or decent partner. Number 1, Russian girls love to do everything with their partner. Going to the store, walking, whatever, name it. I have for the longest time been in relationships where it feels like you just need to make time to see your partner or to meet up, you have a certain arrangement on how you're supposed to spend time together. With Russian girls, it's different. When I first got to Russia, my first girlfriend and I lived in the same dormitory. Our rooms were adjacent. The only time we ever got to spend time apart was when I got sick. I never got sick when we were together, so basically we never spent any time apart. Even though this might be overwhelming at first, it's actually something that I found to be good in the long run, because you definitely start thinking of your partner as somebody who you do everything with, and when they're not around, you start thinking through the decisions that you make. I'm about to do this, I need to do it with my partner, this and that. You keep them in mind. Being involved in each other's lives and a relationship is really good. Number 2 is personality. This might be one of the most important factors in actually maintaining a long-lasting relationship with a Russian girl. If you do not have personality, then your chances of actually landing a Russian girl are probably less than my chances of me passing the exam I have not last week, next week. If you do not have personality, then forget about dating a Russian girl. Even though this might be a general factor in most of, other races as well. But with Russian girls, I feel like they very much, out of everybody, like somebody who's a leader, somebody who takes charge. You don't need to be aggressive or anything. You just need to have some sort of personality, I mean, sometimes they do accept you in whatever form you can. Basically, if you do not have personality, you're going to have some challenges with, being with a Russian girl. This was one of the problems I had. I had passive mentality, so to say. So when you're with somebody who actually makes you realize some of these things, you get to realize that you actually need to have personality as a person, not only in terms of relationships, but in all aspects of your life. The 3 on the list is romance and intimacy. In a world where it feels like people are now more obsessed with the material possessions that you bring into the relationship, dating a Russian girl feels like a breath of fresh air, because to them, the most important thing you can ever bring into a relationship is you. Just you. They value intimacy, romance, flowers. They value, the intimacy of spending time together, cuddly, holding hands in public, showing affection in public, just being each other's person, Being with a Russian girl feels like that's how relationships are supposed to be. Like nowadays, I feel like a lot of relationships just feel like superficial. Being with a Russian girl really made me see the importance of intimacy. Russian girls are just not into the material stuff. By the way, I'm speaking on behalf of all my wonderful exes. If your Russian girls were never like that, I'm sorry, brother. I'm not saying you shouldn't surprise them or get them anything nice. It's very important to do that. But to them, the core foundation to a relationship is good romance, good sex life, all that kind of thing. This is something that you definitely have to be always, be able to provide. So it's getting dark now, so I decided to use this lamp to make me look more beautiful than I am. Most Handsome Man of the Year award goes to this Mushina. Number 4 on our list is marriage. If you're talking to a Russian girl today, if my calculations are correct, by next week Friday, you guys should be married. It should be official. So, jokes aside, but the funny thing about dating a Russian girl is while you're in the talking stage, it actually feels like courtship, it feels like you guys are planning to get married or something. You get to feel the warmth of wanting to spend forever with them. You see yourself actually, like starting a family. And so it's not like the whole purpose of the talking stage with a Russian girl feels like marriage, but it's kind of like something that suddenly feels like it's on the table. The reason why this makes somebody a good partner is because relationships have become so superficial. We just mindlessly date people based on things that don't even make us question why we're with them in the first place. So when you're with somebody who makes you really think about the future and whether you want to be with them in the long term, or whether or not you are an ideal person to be somebody's husband and all those things. The whole point of a relationship isn't just, to pass time with somebody or whatever, but it's actually to also develop as a person. If you're with a person who makes you question the things that actually take to be someone's partner in the long term, then I don't know what else you can define as perfect, because to me, it's beautiful. Last but not the least in our discussion, one of the most important things when it comes to being in a relationship with a Russian girl is you need to be adventurous and have an open mind in terms of outdoor stuff. If you're somebody who's like me, like personally, I like to just lay back and kick it in my room and stuff. But when you're with a Russian girl, they like to do stuff. And I think it's just not Russian girls, it's just girls in general. Girls love new experiences. And you know what they love more? Somebody who can bring those experiences to them. If you can be that guy, then it's good. By outdoor experiences, what I mean is you just do stuff with your partner. Take a walk to the forest, go to the beach or something. Just try out weird stuff. Take her to a restaurant she's never been and try out weird food. This might actually apply to every girl out there. I think every girl just loves somebody who can, just show them something new. It doesn't have to be every day, but every once in a while, just be young, wild, and open-minded. If you've made it to the end of this video, you and I might probably be good friends, and I appreciate that. So to wrap it up, here's what I can tell you. When you're dating anybody from, it doesn't matter, Russian or whatever, you just need to bring some things that money cannot buy to the table. In conclusion, if you want to date a Russian girl, have some personality, just be laid back, be chilled, Yeah, so thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like this video. Okay.